Good day and welcome back to another week of Talking Technical, and thank you for the requests that we did receive. And boy, oh boy, one of the requests were, I think it was Kobus that said, listen Frans, the Nikkei of Japan is flying like you cannot believe. Now well, Buddha, you are 100% right. This index is just going one way. It almost looked like the S&P 500. Nothing can stop this index. But I think let's just maybe put it a little bit into perspective and let's use a weekly chart. So if you look at this weekly chart, you can clearly see that the Nikkei of Japan, had some massive strong rallies. In the last 3 months, from 46,000 to 52,000, and remember this is a weekly chart, no reversal candles yet. Now, when you see a chart like this and you see it's clearly on the move up, it's clearly to see a classic lamp ball formation, but nothing can stop this index. But the best is always to use just a simple trend line and say to yourself, while this trend line is intact and it's acting as a support, the best is to just wait, because Kobus, I think, wanted to buy the index. Now, for me, I'm not a momentum trader. I do not like to chase momentum, especially after it rallied from 45,000 to 52,000 in a matter of 3 weeks. So Kobus, maybe we'll look at the index again. I personally think that this index will give a pullback sometime. We do not know when. Remember, markets all around the world are just flying. Most of them are close to all-time highs. Nothing can stop the markets because everybody rush into the market and believe that the market can just go higher. So Kobus, maybe a boring answer, but I think let's maybe wait for this index just to come back a little bit. But somebody also asked about Brait. And remember, Brait is that company that came out of the, almost you can say, Steinhoff debacle, and it went down all the way to 75 cents. And now it's floating around here. And remember, this is now a weekly chart. And I would like to see this chart to move a little bit higher. Now, if you look at let's just have a look at the 40-week moving average here. Because the 40-week moving average usually gives us a beautiful indication from what to expect. Now, in this consolidation, we're at least above the 40-week moving average. And if you look at the chart, it gives you what we know as a symmetrical triangle. Now, a symmetrical triangle can either break to the upside or to the downside. And while we're stuck in the symmetrical triangle, the share needs to find itself and to say to us, can it go higher? Because remember, a symmetrical triangle can go either up or down. Now, if you look at this, let's just have a look here. The move to the top will break above R2.19. Now, if that's the case, if it breaks above R2.19, we can go to close to 240. I just want to do an extension there. Then you guys can see where do I get that 240 or very close to that 240. Let's just use that and we do the extension there. There you are. Oh, so it's a little bit higher, 252. And of course, if it breaks below that support line waits at R2 on the dot, it can maybe take the share all the way down to R1.65. So if you want to buy, wait for this break, use the 40-week moving average as your stop loss, R2.09, and then hopefully it can go to R2.52. But look at it, this is early days. This chart really, this is just the R5 level, but look at that before. When that story of Steinhoff really hit this company, it went down all the way. It was a share well above R100, and now it's trying to find its feet above R2. So it's very, very early days. If the company can turn around, we can maybe see some nice moves. But I think there's a lot of work fundamentally to be done before this share can go higher. Let's have a look at Durban Roodepoort. Everybody's now into gold stocks. Everybody wants the gold stocks to go higher. Now, there was the leg to the upside. We saw a beautiful sell-off. Can you believe it, from 55 Rand to 37.50 in a matter of 2 weeks. And where's the story now. If you really want to chase, and you believe, a lot of people believe that gold is preparing for another leg to the upside, and where will that be? That will only be above 46.50. You'll get this next move on the weekly chart to go higher. And where's my stop loss? My stop loss is 43.77, and boy oh boy, maybe it can reach this upper target of 55.76. And while we're on that, let's have a look at the gold price, because everybody believes that the gold price must come back now. It must chase higher. Now, if you look at the weekly chart here, same story. Had a sell-off. There was a classic Arami candle. It came back. Look at that candle of last week. That candle tells us that there is some buyers around here. But where will I get convinced? I will get convinced when this price is moving above that level, and that's 4,109. Above 4,109, I think all the gold price, all the gold stocks can maybe tick higher, but the crucial level there is 4,109 to be watched closely. Well, let's have a look at Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin, I can remember when I talked about this instrument, and I said, listen, it can maybe sell off. A lot of people could not even believe it. They said there's just no way that Bitcoin can sell off. And this is a weekly chart again. There's the 40-week moving average. It found support on the 40-week moving average. But what do we see? And this makes me a little bit nervous. I see a megaphone formation right at the top at the end of a beautiful rally. Now I will show you guys now what the rest of the guys will say to me. They will say, Frans, but we're seeing something else. But I would like to show you this. That is a megaphone formation. Now, a megaphone formation is often a negative formation, and that can easily tell you that the share or the instrument can go lower. So the crucial level is this 40-week moving average, because every time that Bitcoin got there in the past, it found support. Just have a look here. There you are in September 23, bounced off there. In September 24, bounced off there. In June 25, it bounced off there. And now we've got this megaphone formation. So I will not even look at other formations. I will just say to myself, this is the crucial line. The 40-week moving average in Bitcoin holds the key. And that sits at $104,454. So if that breaks, unfortunately, we must turn negative on Bitcoin, and then this megaphone formation can easily take it a little bit lower, much lower in actual fact. And I think that will be a surprise to a lot of Bitcoin investors, because really it treated them so well that they cannot believe that this instrument can drop. And this instrument can then go all the way down to 78,076. So let's hope that does not materialize. But my clue is this 40-week moving average. Let's have a look at Famous Brands. Now, Famous Brands is in the food industry, and what I see here is maybe a double bottom, because we know that the South African consumer is under pressure. This is once again a weekly chart. There's the 40-week moving average, but I do see here a double bottom and even a tweezer bottom. There's the one bottom. There's the other bottom. This is a tweezer bottom here. So where will it kick in? Remember, this is on the weekly chart. There you are. Let's draw that line in, and you will see it's very, very close to the 40-week moving average. And I've seen in the past when an instrument trades close to its 40-week moving average and it uses that as a support or a resistance, you must take note. So maybe in a few weeks' time, it will get to there, but the tweezer bottom will kick into place at 56.90, then it can maybe give us a beautiful relief bounce. But this double bottom, unfortunately, will only come into place. There you are, and there's the level. I mean, some people will even say to me, Frans, it must be this one at the top, but I mean, this is my initial one, and that will be above 65 Rand 13 cents. Then it can maybe go all the way back to well above 74. But early days, first time to buy, if you're a medium-term investor, 56.90. I will use my stop loss. This is my stop loss, will be 54.31, and maybe all the way back to that level of the top. And above that, I mean, then it will become very interesting, 65 Rand and 3 cents. So Famous Brands in the dip. Let's just have a look at the volume. Maybe the volume is telling us that there's maybe some serious buyers around. No, not really, no volume here, but previously in the past around 2024 there was some volume at these levels, but at the moment nobody is seeing that. So use that stop loss, use the targets, and I hope Famous Brands can maybe give you a relief bounce into Christmas. Well, thank you so much for watching the show. We'll chat again, and all the best.